What if I told you the biggest obstacle to slowing down isn't about your schedule? It's about your mindset. I've had many of conversations with women over 50, all talk about wanting a slower pace of life. They talk about wanting less stress. They talk about wanting more freedom. But what happens is that, they dream about retirement. Oh, when I get retired, I'm going to do this. I'm going to not be as busy. I'm going to travel. I'm going to do all the things that I want to do. But what happens is that when we have the time, when we finally have a free calendar, a free schedule, what do? We fill it right back up. A couple of weeks ago, I was forced to slow down. And what happened during that time, it made me look at busyness in a completely different way. Over the past few months, women have told me that they are exhausted. Some are looking for a slower pace to life. Hey, some even move abroad, chasing that so-called soft life. Some women are just so stressed out. They just got so many things going on. They just need to free their time. But what happens is that you fill your schedule back up again. Your calendar is so busy. A lot of women are in all kinds of sororities with all kinds of community events, activities. You got church events that you're committed to. You got lunches that you're going to, social appointments. You're traveling. I remember being on this trip and one of the ladies was already physically challenged because she had an injury. But 3 days after she got home, she had another trip already booked. And she was saying, and I said to her, why do you have 2 trips booked back to back? She said, oh, I'm retired. I got to do everything while I'm retired. And she was like, didn't even look like she was enjoying herself. Was just like stressed out. While she was on the trip, she was stressing herself out, buying souvenirs for all of these so-called family members. So her trip wasn't this relaxing thing because she had these lists of people that she had to and was committed to finding gifts for. So all of these things that you're filling up your calendar with, all of this busyness, all of the things, the overcommitments, meetups, social, whatever it is. Listen, I'm not saying that there's nothing wrong with being active. There isn't. But the question is, are the things that you're busy with, are they bringing you joy? Or does being still make you uncomfortable? I think most of us have gotten so busy taking care of everyone else that we have simply forgot how to leave space in our lives. A couple of weeks ago, I got sick. I had just got back from London the day after I was leaving. Well, actually the last day that I was leaving, I felt it coming on and I ended up with like this really bad head cold. Maybe because I was around 13 other creators, I was taking public transportation, who knows. But when I got back here, I was sick. And it kept me down for a couple of weeks. And during that time, while I was sick, I was hydrating. I was taking my medication, which I don't like to take, but I had like a sinus headache, which I never get. But I needed something to like ease the pain so I could get through the day and also sleep at night. And while initially I was thinking, okay, so you have some downtime, maybe you can, work on some other stuff. You can maybe edit some videos, some of your YouTube videos. You can read a book, whatever it is. And I was in my head, the word productive was going around. You can do something productive. And then I was like, oh, wait a second. Taking care of myself is productive. I'm just going to enjoy this time. I'm going to listen to my body, and I'm just going to slow down, and I'm going to chill. And as the days went on, and I've been watching this or listening to like this YouTube channel. I think I mentioned about it in a couple of other posts. There's plenty of YouTube channels. You can Google the word relaxation, meditation, jazz music, whatever it is, and there'll be beautiful scenic views. I like to listen to something with water playing in the background. I found this channel that was playing for 11 hours. So that means there's no ads or anything. And I would turn that on, have my morning tea, and I would just chill. And what came out of that, I had like this peaceful environment in my apartment. I ordered groceries. I didn't go outside. And I was like in bliss. I didn't spend that much time online because luckily I'd already had like some posts that I already created that I could just like post, so I wouldn't be like absent. But it was the best 2 weeks. Eventually, because I think I just like slowed down, my creative ideals started coming back. I got more ideals about what to write for my book. I don't know if you guys recall that I'm in the middle of writing my full manuscript for my book, Choosing Me. I finished my book proposal, and then I'm actually working on the drafts for the full book right now. So I started writing, and it was like this nice, relaxed environment. And it felt so good. So to me, that was like a productive 2 weeks, because I think sometimes when we take the time to like step back and pause and reflect and like reduce all the noise and all busyness around us, new ideals come up, new things come to your mind. And I don't think we do that enough, or we think we need to be busy every minute of the day. We need to fill it up. And you don't realize that sitting still is also productive. Constantly being busy isn't the same as moving your life forward. Sometimes slowing down allows us the clarity that we don't have when we're constantly busy. This made me think about something else that I've noticed. Women move abroad saying that they want this slower, softer life. But then when they arrive, they're constantly busy. They're attending every expat meetup, every social event, every excursion, looking for things to just constantly fill their schedule up. I remember meeting some lady in Portugal, and she was just like so busy. And I was like, what is all of the stuff that you're doing? Oh, so-and-so's having this event. Oh, I signed up for this. Oh, yeah, next day I'm going to this. And I was like, what in the world? So what happens is, I think we bring our lives with us. And we're conditioned to think that busyness is the same as being productive. And if we're not always busy, we're not being productive. And those are old habits that we bring with us. And I think it's time for us to reevaluate that and relook at that. Because busyness is not the same as being fulfilled. One of the biggest lessons that I've learned is that a full calendar does not always mean a fulfilled life. A fulfilled life might look like writing a book, might look like reading, might look like having meaningful conversations. It might look like taking a long walk, listening to some music, just reflecting on your life, having some quiet time. It might be meditation. It might look like doing things that matter to you, things that you find fulfilling. These are the things that's going to fulfill you and push your life forward. Not just being busy just for the sake of being busy. Maybe this season of our life is not asking for us to do more. It's not saying to be more busy. It's saying take some time for yourself. Take some time to reflect. Take some time. Don't think that you have to fill up every space. Allow some time to just be. Maybe it's asking us to allow some time for joy, to choose better, make better decisions with our time. Allow some time for reflection. Just because we can fill up our schedules doesn't mean we have to. And at this particular stage of our lives, of our season lives, the good thing about this particular stage is that we are able to redefine it however we want to. Just because we brought old habits with us and we're stuck in this belief that we have to be constantly busy, we don't have to stay in that belief. We are still able to make changes, to make better choices. We're still able to not be as busy and still live very fulfilled lives. We're able to do those things to bring you joy. So if there's one thing I want you to take away from this conversation today, is that a full calendar isn't always the sign of a full life. You can create some space in your life and still be fulfilled. So tell me what you think. Is it hard for you to slow down? Or do you need to have like a busy schedule all the time? Let me know in the comments. Let's talk about it. But once again, thank you so much for watching today. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And turn on your notifications so you don't miss my next video. Ciao, ciao. Thanks so much for watching.